Hello, what's good? Welcome to CSC Sports. I'm your host, Jay Howard, and today I want to talk about LeBron James. That's right, King James. There's a rumor circulating around that it's possible that LeBron James might go back to Cleveland in 2014. I was watching Yahoo Sports and I saw this article that Cleveland, that's right, the Cleveland Cavaliers are creating cap space right now in case LeBron James opts out of his contract next year and becomes a free agent. They think somewhere in their lunatic minds that LeBron James will go backwards. But what's funny to me when I read this, it's a guy named Scott Sargent. Also, he writes for the Cleveland blog. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to think this, right? You know, we saw how Cleveland treated LeBron when he left. We saw how LeBron left. But in this day and age, the loyalty factor with players, it's not there like it used to be. Guys are quick to leave to get that brand new introduction of going back to a team. They love the headline. They love the top story. They love to be on the front page of the newspapers, the talk of the town on every talk show. They get a kick out of this, right? They get a kick out of it. And I want to know, do you think LeBron James will really go back to Cleveland? You know, I think Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and a slew of other people, Dirk Nowitzki, I think Paul Pierce, all of these guys can opt out of those contracts they signed, I think, a year or 2 years ago. They can opt out of those contracts. And what's crazy about it is that it doesn't sound, I mean, like I said before, it sounds crazy, but this generation of basketball players, like real talk, they will do something like that. Can you picture LeBron James actually playing with Kyrie Irving? It'll be LeBron's like 10th season going to his 11th season, I think. Or it's, I don't know if this is his 11th season or not, but I know it'll be like his 10th or 11th season going back to Cleveland. LeBron James hasn't had any major injuries. You know, he's only going to get better with time, you know. You go back and look at Kobe in his 10th season, he was a flat-out dog. Michael Jordan. All of these guys, their games were polished. And if you, God forbid, if you put other young talent around them or some seasoned guys around them, they can play for 4 or 5 more years after that. But somewhere down the line, I swear to God, I don't really want to believe that this will happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if it would happen. I don't personally think he's going. I think it was crazy when I read it. I just want to talk about it because I know a lot of people have been hearing about this topic and they've been like, man, will that happen for real? Will LeBron James go back to Cleveland after all the turmoil, all the stuff he's been through with Cleveland? Let's look at a couple of factors. A lot of people said when LeBron James first left Cleveland and went to Miami that LeBron James would win about 4 or 5 rings. LeBron James, up to this date, has been to the finals 3 times. Once in Cleveland, 2 in Miami. In my opinion, it wouldn't shock me if he came out this year and went back to the finals. I don't know about winning, but going back is a possibility. So, when I look at it, LeBron James can possibly win another ring in Miami. From this time to his free agent, he can possibly win one. That'll be 2 rings, 4 appearances. To go back to Cleveland, he will literally be starting over. You know what I mean? If this happens. So don't say that I'm saying this is going to happen. We're just conversating, people. Him going back to Cleveland, he will literally be starting over. You know what I mean? And I don't know about keeping Kyrie Irving, but I'm quite sure they will keep him. And it will be a nice 1-2 punch to start off with if he did go back to Cleveland and they kept Kyrie Irving. And I think if they're getting cap space ready for him, I'm quite sure they don't have any major contracts. And when you look at Cleveland right now, they're not real quick to sign anybody. They was talking about dumping Harrison Varejao. So it could be some truth to this. You know, if you don't believe me, you can go to Yahoo. Yahoo has an article about it. ESPN has an article about it. It's all over the internet. It's just talk and chatter, but it's something to really think about because we don't know. I said this deep down inside, and I'm going to do a show on this. I remember when the big 3 got assembled, Bosh, Wade, and LeBron James. I remember I was filming an episode of a sports show, and I was filming this in a barbershop. And I had about 7 guys. We were sitting in a circle, and I was filming this episode. And one of the questions that I posed in a barbershop was, out of the big 3, who do you think will leave? And or get traded. That's what I said. I said, who do you think will leave or get traded? That was the question. And I said Dwayne Wade. Even though Dwayne Wade is the poster child for Miami, I always thought deep down inside that he was expendable to a certain degree. And I said this like 3 years ago when they first assembled it. When I think about it now, and a guy was hitting on this, I was watching NBA Tonight or something. I was watching some show about basketball. I think it was something on NBA TV. And they were talking about that LeBron James is more likely, if they broke up the big three, this was like a year ago, that he will probably be the first to leave. Well, we know deep down inside, much as we see that can be a dynasty, for some reason, it floats over everybody's head, except probably Miami fans, that one day the possible big three will be broken up. And I want to know, honestly, in your heart of hearts, who do you think will leave? And do you think LeBron James will leave and go back to Cleveland? Let's just make that the poll question. Do you think LeBron James will leave Cleveland 2014? Leave Miami and go. See, I'm so used to him playing in Cleveland. It is crazy just talking about this. Do you think LeBron James will leave Miami and go back to Cleveland? Is the question I pose to you guys. I'm your host, Jay Howard, and I want to hear what you guys think. I have a brand new website, jhoward.tv. You can go there. I have a whole entire page dedicated to CSC Sports. I have a page dedicated to the event with Jay Howard. I also have a comedy page. That's right. You can check out all my comedy videos. You can check out everything. You can leave messages, comments, whatever. I have poll questions. I have all of my music. I also have a music page with all of my beats on it, because I'm a hip-hop producer also. I have a lot of stuff on that page, so you can go there and check out my music, all of my content at jhoward.tv. I'm your boy Jay Howard. Peace, and I'm out. LeBron James leaving Miami, going to Cleveland. That's what I meant to say. Peace.